day has finally arrived. We are picking up our keys later on today for our new house. Run number 2, kids' beds and more boxes. So we're definitely done for today. We have managed to get all the boxes and all the big items into the house, which we fully intended, especially with the hire van. So all the boxes are now in, and all we really have to do is unpack, which is a huge job in itself. Tomorrow, however, we have a busy day. I'm actually working in the morning and we have a family wedding later on in the afternoon, which means tomorrow we will not be at the house at all. So Sunday we will be back, and we plan on unpacking as much as we can, building up the beds. For the kids especially, our bed is on order, but we do have a lot to do. So being realistic, we may not be able to get into the house on Sunday evening as planned, but that is fine. We are in a very fortunate position where we are still staying with Ewan's parents, so there's no rush as such. It would be lovely to get in, but there's no point in tiring ourselves out. So we are hoping to get in on Sunday night, but if not, then it's okay, we can try for Monday. So we'll just see how things go, obviously see how tired we are. That will determine how much we can get done. But yes, I'm so pleased with everything, and let's just catch up on Sunday. Good morning. So today's plan is to get rid of all of this and just basically put it into each section of the house that it will belong. So it's only 8 o'clock in the morning, but I do have an IKEA delivery coming any minute, and I've obviously come up a little bit earlier to just try and get a bash at this. I have Isla with me. She is my little helper today. Hi. And yeah, let's see how much we can get done, hopefully in the next hour. Then with your chin up. On you go. Right, let's see what's inside these boxes. These are our Australia boxes. You know what that says? It's a letter. Yep. And that's right, which is UK. Like Scotland. This is a kitchen one. Oh. Money, that's the rain room. We've done those up to rain room. Remember we got those made? Yeah. Doesn't look like anything has been damaged. IKEA delivery is now done, and we have managed to get most of the things into each room. So I've just been basically unloading some boxes and then just putting them where they go. I feel like that's a good job done. These obviously I'm going to keep for our garage, and this one I actually forgot about. That was a case that we sent over from Australia last minute, so it has some good things in there. So I'll do that when I come back. And then down here we obviously have all our blinds that we hope to get up today. We were hoping to move in tonight, but we are going to move that to tomorrow because Ren has actually got chicken pox, and he's not feeling too good, so I don't want to put too much stress on him today. We're not in any rush, so we'll do what we can today, and then fingers crossed we can move in tomorrow. Hello. So we have officially had our first night in our house. It did not go as planned on Sunday night. We actually stayed on Monday. Ewan has been working away, so it has been quite hectic, but we are getting there, and I feel like we've made quite a big improvement. I am currently unpacking a lot more in the kitchen, and I just wanted to show you some things that we have picked up. I am a big fan of Dunelm, and of course Next just now have some gorgeous things in, and they also have a really good sale on. So I want to show you a couple of things that I picked up. One of my favourite things, if not my favourite buy so far, has been this large vase from French Connection. Now, I actually picked this up in the Next sale. This was £79 and it was down to 15. Unfortunately, it has completely sold out as expected, but I just love it. It's gorgeous, it's solid, and it has this like concrete effect, which is just stunning. I just really love it. I actually bought these pampas stems back from Australia, and I thought maybe something like that in it. I'll get a big oasis and then maybe pop that in. Maybe some like orchids, or I don't know, something. I actually picked up 2 of them. A little tip, people probably know this already, but I add things to my basket even if they're out of stock, and then I just check that daily. So I just log onto the Next app, check my basket, and it'll show me if anything has come back in stock. And I was able to pick up 2 of these. So the other one is on its way, hopefully arrive in the next few days, but this has been my favourite. Now, talking about French Connection, this is a little dupe. French Connection have this exact one, but in the concrete effect, whereas this one isn't. I mean, it's still lovely, but obviously it's not as the kind of same stone effect, if you like, as the other one. But I got this in B&M for £4. £4, and I love it. Again, with this, I'll probably add something green into it. I have a few eucalyptus stems that might look quite nice in this. Also, the pampas would look nice too, but this is the kind of style that I am just loving just now. This is from Dunelm. Love anything faux I love with plants because I cannot keep them alive anyway. But this was £10 and I got this in the sale for £5. I'm actually thinking I'm going to go and pick up another bunch of these. You get quite a lot in them, and this would look nice potentially in this, but also from Dunelm I picked up this vase, which I also think this may go quite nice, obviously once it's all opened. How nice is that? And I love this kind of smoked glass as well. Really love Dunelm just now, probably my favourite place for home shopping. That would also look quite nice actually with the pampas in it. That's not going to fit in there, but yeah, you kind of get my effect with that. And then, sticking with Dunelm, this little thing, it's purely just for aesthetic purposes, but I do love this. I actually think I might have this in my utility, to be honest, but it would also look quite nice on like my little basket. I brought this back from Australia. This basket, I love it, and it does remind me of our house in Terrigal. I also brought this back, this marble kind of plate. That was from Kmart, and that was an absolute bargain. Here you would pay so much more for that, so I'm so glad I brought those back. But with these kind of things that I've bought, even that would actually look quite nice on there with like a centrepiece. But I am planning on having my little coasters on there, and then this plant, which I just love as well. Very much about plants just now in this house. Full, obviously, but do love this. This was £10, which again is an absolute bargain. This was from B&M. Wasn't in the sale, but for £10, absolutely take it. It's very sturdy, you get a lot in it, and doesn't it look great on that as well? And then you could probably add on your little thing, something like that, you know? I think that looks nice. Or the other thing I was actually going to add on to it, my spices, like that, something like that. I think that would look quite nice sitting in the kitchen. And then finally, sticking again back to Next. Sorry, I know this was all jumbled, but I have actually bought everything, I've put it into boxes, and now that I'm unpacking it, I thought I'll just show you. This little frame was from Next. This was a sale item, so it was £14 and I got it in the sale for £4.50. Love the kind of colours on it, and I love this little vintage effect around it. So I think this will go nice with my colours in and around our kitchen family dining area. And then finally from Next, I cannot shop on Next without buying some cushions, and I managed to get some in the sale. Now these were an online order, so they are still in the wrapper, but this one is 50 by 50 and I love the detail on this one. It's a natural colour, kind of waffle effect. This one was not in the sale, however I do love a big chunky cushion, potentially for my living room, if not family dining, I'm not sure. Like I say, I just picked them up. Neutral goes with a lot of things, as well as this one. I could only get one of these. This one I did actually pick up in the sale. However, I was in the shop the other day whilst I was picking this order up, and I seen this out on the display stand. So I think they do some things in the sale if maybe something comes into stock. However, picked that up, loved it. They only had one, which is why I only have that one, but I do have it in my basket because if that comes in again, I would definitely like to pick up another couple. And another sale one is this one with the green through it, which I do love. This was £11.50 in the sale. Love the little pattern on it and the fact that it's rectangle. I love having kind of different style cushions. I'm all for that. I used to love all the symmetrical ones, and now I just like a kind of big mix of different ones. And then lastly, this one, which I am obsessed with. This will definitely be for my family diner area. I'm trying to introduce some navy and some blues into there, and this is just perfect. Perfect size. It will hopefully sit on our little fabric kind of Chesterfield style couch over there, with some others that I have picked up and I'm still waiting on coming. So I will show you those when they arrive, but love this. This one again wasn't in the sale. I can't actually remember how much this was. I don't think it says on the tag, 28 that one was, but I do love it. I do love Next cushions. I feel like they are just such good quality. And yeah, I love the style of that one as well. So in terms of us, I feel like we are getting so much done. Isla is at school today and Ren is currently napping, which is just amazing. So I have been kind of doing more unboxing. I've done quite a lot in Isla's room, so I'm going to take you up and just give you a little update on how the rooms are looking. So Isla's room is looking a little bare, but we are getting there. I'm in here today just sorting out some things. I've made up this little side unit for her. I've obviously put her covers on her bed, but I'm actually about to faff and move a lot of things around. I'm going to plan on getting some wall stickers up here for just now. We are going to paint in this room, however I have a few testers that I'm just working through at the moment, so I'm just going to take my time with that. This section here will obviously be her wardrobe, and it's just my little dumping ground until I am able to get it all obviously out in her room. So my plan today is to just get it looking a little bit more homely, but you know what, we're getting there, and I'm excited for her to even see how much I've done today. I actually got these wall stickers from Temu. Temu, never know how you say it, but I have had a lot of wall stickers. If you have watched my Australia vlog, then these were fab in rentals when you weren't allowed to paint the walls. They literally look like wallpaper, and yeah, I'm such a big fan. These ones, however, I absolutely love. They are super sticky for a start and really simple to put on. They don't bubble. There's not any like little edges peeling up or anything like that, and you just literally stick them to the wall and they almost stick themselves, so there's no way of them like bubbling. Now the way I personally like to do it is to just go for it. I don't really think there's a way of making it symmetrical or anything like that. These are very whimsical. So I haven't done this section because we're actually painting the bottom half of this wall, but when I'm looking at it, I think I'm just going to go ahead and just stick them on. They will be quite simple to get off when we come to obviously paint in the room. And I just think for now I'm going to try and avoid this section of the bed and just do kind of either side, you know. So yeah, basically the way I do it is I'll pick out the bigger ones first and I'll place them, and then I just go around and do the little ones as well. And yeah, I'll show you it when it's all done. So this is how it looks when it's obviously finished down here. I'm actually really happy with it. It's fine for just now. My ultimate goal was to just make it nice and girly and homely for her, and I feel like I've definitely achieved that. This wall here is obviously bare because I'm actually going to plan on having this as like a gallery wall. So I've bought a few little bits for it. She does want some cat things in it, so my plan is to obviously add a bit more than just this. I have done a little cat print here, and then we've got some things around our room that obviously are cats as well. But yeah, I'm happy with what we have achieved. It's looking good, and I'm excited to show her it when she comes home from school. We've had a little swap around in here. Isla actually fell out of bed one night whilst it was in the middle of the room, and I just felt it better to have her at least one side near the wall. So this will still be her gallery wall. Hopefully get that done in the next week or so. Obviously added more stickers to the middle part, which I hadn't because the bed was there. And we have blinds up in here as well. So Isla's room is actually coming together very nicely. It already feels pretty homely. Her wardrobes, however, we're still waiting on the doors. We don't know whether we want mirror doors or we want the like non-mirror doors. We're not sure, so we're just taking our time with that. But the internals are in. Her clothes, obviously we're still waiting on a clothes rail for here, but the internals are in, so that is good. And our little bathroom hasn't had much done to it at all. Just now we have put a mirror up. That was myself, my handiwork. Bedroom also has a blind up, which is good. We've gone for the roller blackout blind for in here. Obviously his bed is in, he's also against the wall, and I made up his wardrobe, which is here. We went for the metal locker. Again, still a few bits to do in here. I'm going to paint Ren's room. Hopefully this week. I'm planning on doing that actually over the next couple of days if I can, and I've ordered a rug and a few other bits for his wall, so I'm actually excited to show you how this room will turn out. As for our room, we have built up the, I say we, Ewan has built up the Pax wardrobe. So we bought these from IKEA. Again, we opted for these instead of sliding robes all the way along this wall. It's a pretty big wall, to be honest. And this way I can have the centerpiece for potentially a vanity table or something like that. I'm unsure at this moment in time, but these will be boxed in. So I'm just waiting on hopefully my dad to build a frame for these. We're going to box them in, and fingers crossed my vision will actually come to life. But so far I'm very happy with them. There's nothing inside them at the moment, no internal pieces just yet, and obviously no handles, but they are built and we're getting on very quickly with this room actually. Our blinds are also up, and I'm not showing you much else because we are currently sleeping on a mattress in here. Our bed will hopefully be delivered this week, and yeah, again, this room will hopefully have some life to it in a week, potentially 2 weeks time. One room I feel like I can definitely say is 90% complete is of course our kitchen. We have pretty much everything we need for our kitchen at this moment in time. The cupboards are pretty much empty, bar a few where we have our essentials, and then I've done some organisation in some of the drawers. I am quite happy with the kitchen, to be honest. I've ordered some artwork for here. We have our blinds up, and yeah, it's pretty much looking just how I had hoped for the time being. Let me show you our drawer. I actually managed to get some organisation myself. I picked these up from B&M. I think they were £4 each. I could get one made, but it was going to be between £20 and £35, I think, was my second quote, and it pretty much looks like this, honestly. So I just got these myself, and I've just added the single one in as well, and it's exactly what I wanted, so fraction of the price, and I'm very happy with it. Now, as for this side of the family diner, we have a lot to do here. I am very excited for this area. This is a place we will spend majority of our time, so we will probably do this before we actually do our main living room, purely because the kids are always in here. We have ordered a TV for here and a little unit. These sofas were kindly given to me by my mum. She was getting rid of them, and we have obviously went to get them because they will fit perfect for what I need at this moment in time. And we have our dining table, which I am just waiting on being delivered for here. I have lovely curtains from Dunelm for here, and yeah, hopefully again this is a place that will come to life, and fingers crossed it will be exactly what I am hoping for. These things will definitely take time. A lot of the things we do of course have to save up for, but things are taking shape, and I'm feeling very positive this week, especially how much we've managed to get done in just 1 week.